Hello YouTubers, and today welcome to my review of the Nawya, however you pronounce the name of this company, Ninth Doctor Aztec sonic screwdriver. So yeah, bit of a surprise to be honest, because I wasn't surprised that, they would end up doing a 9th/10th Doctor sonic screwdriver, but this is not the one I'd expect them to do or start with. Though I'm glad they did, because at the time of recording, Roboto has still not done a replica of this one, and that's obviously other replicas have been made from Little Shop Props and various others and that, but obviously this came on the scene, and also it came in two variations as well. So this one here is the aluminium one, and this one is the stainless steel one. So yeah, and the way you can tell as well on the boxes as well, if I just go, I'll go through the box quickly now. So this is the stainless steel edition. You can tell by the sticker there, which is this one here. It says 9th Sonic. Some information on that around there. And we've got the TARDIS and that, and the Vortex on the side. Company logo. We've got the crackling design there, and a nice little pull to open here. So yeah, quite a nice box, this one. I think this might be my favourite box that they've done. So we get a bit of padding there. Then we get this card here, which, is just a bit of artwork for Series 1. Bag Wolf. And inside here we've, well, it's kind of an instruction manual. Batteries are included. This uses button cell batteries. It doesn't actually show you actually taking it off, because it just recommends twisting the cap. I'd recommend removing the cap, to be honest. I think if you just twist the cap, you may be there forever. There's also a disclaimer here from them. So that's all lovely, well and good. And then the Sonic is held here within the box, and you got this little plaque here that says "Fantastic" on there. Nothing else in this box other than those, and it's the same across the board. So no matter which version you get, or if you get both, you'll get pretty much the exact same unboxing experience. The only difference again is that little sticker there on the front of them. So yeah, here they both are, and we'll take a look first of all at this one, which is the aluminium one. This one is the more accurate one out of the two, to be honest, simply because of how the prop is, though it does have its inaccuracies, but we'll get onto it. A lot of people were concerned about how large this sonic screwdriver looked, and the thing is, I never thought it did look large. I think because the thing is, you got to remember, the photos would have been taken in China, and there would have been of, a Chinese woman holding it, and on average they have smaller hands than we do. So yeah, I didn't think it did look particularly small, and I've seen comparisons to the Roboto replicas, 10th Doctor sonic screwdrivers, and they're pretty much almost the same size, to be honest. So in terms of like a size comparison between the two of them, I don't think it is oversized. In fact, some people were saying, oh, it's the size of a character toy. Well, here's a Character Options 9th Doctor sonic screwdriver, and you can just see there how much bigger the character toy is. In fact, even when this one is extended, it's only slightly larger than the character toy is. Then when you extend the Character Options toy, oh, that is a big boy. That is a big boy in comparison. So yeah, this is the correct size in that for this sonic screwdriver, and the detail on it is really good, to be honest. Very, very nice detailing on this thing. It is crackle, is the proper crackle design. I don't know if it's actually painted or not, because it does have some slight, I don't know, kind of texture feeling to it. So I'm not 100% sure. We do have a grub screw here on this one, and the end cap and the button here. And obviously this is before a slider was made, because Aztec Props made the original Ninth Doctor prop for the show, and to be honest, the prop was not allowed to stay in this form for very long, because very quickly it was modified to become the wide slider, where basically a channel was cut all along here where you could slide it up and down. But another one of these was repainted to become what was known as the grey slider, and that would be used all the way up until the end of Series 3. So yeah, I'm surprised that they did a aluminium and stainless steel variant when, you know, they could have done a Aztec version, an Aztec cream version, and the grey Aztec. But there is an inaccuracy to this, unfortunately, and it's to do with the colour of the handle on this thing. It is completely the wrong colour. And just to show you a comparison, this is from Brian A. Trevanova, who has a really good PDF document that compares all the sonic screwdrivers, and this is just on his website, but you can see here the original prop there, and you can see there that the colour of the two of them do not match. In fact, it doesn't match any of them, to be honest. The colour of this prop is basically too much of a yellow colour, to be honest. But everything else about this thing I do absolutely love, and that we do get a very incredibly bright blue LED, though we only get one sound effect. Now, I have been told that the sound effect that this thing uses is the exact same sound effect that CT's Sonics, or at least some of his earlier ones, used back in the day, which could be true, I don't know. I don't own any CTs to compare them to, so maybe it is true, maybe it isn't. But regardless of that, it is just the one sound effect, whereas on previous releases we've had multiple. However, I will say the one advantage to this is that basically you can do the constant sort of bleeping sound, since it's only got the one sound effect. There is zero delay between you pressing the button and the Sonic actually emitting, so it's a little bit of a trade-off, and the sound effect is actually fine, to be honest. The sound effect is fine, it's just more of a standard Sonic type buzz, and it is kind of a 9th Doctor era type 10th Doctor sound effect, kind of recreating it. So to be honest, I'm not actually angry about it, and to be honest, this has been really fun playing with it. Obviously, you pull it to extend it, and you can see the inner channel tube here. You can see the two rag wires. Now, this is being made in the exact, as far as I'm aware, I believe it's being made in the exact same way as the actual prop has. So eventually, over time, micro cracks and stuff will start to appear, and this will become clouded. Now, something to worth note is, if yours arrives like this one did, with scratches on it, let me find, oh, there's one there actually. So this does have a scratch, or just there. This was much worse actually when I first opened it. Actually, it was really bad actually when I initially opened it. It had quite a few scratches. So the way to sort those out is to use a bit of Brasso. So yeah, if you use a bit of Brasso and gently rub it on that section, and obviously clean it all off afterwards as well, then basically those will get rid of the scratches and that for you. So you can see that they're basically, you know, gone essentially for this. So yeah, this one being the stainless steel one, which, yeah, I don't know if that is a typo, but because this one is considerably heavier than this one, which is maybe the aluminium one. I would have thought these would have been the other way around, but yeah, this is, I'm just going off what it says on the boxes and my order, but this is the stainless steel one. Again, exactly the same, but obviously this one is technically less accurate because obviously look at how shiny that is compared to this. It is incredibly, incredibly shiny, this thing. I'm going to have to do something one day about the camera's shutter speed and that, try and sync it up with these lights actually. Let's see if I... No, that's making it worse. Oh, that's made it a little bit better, actually. There, oh, there we go. There we go, I've synced up the shutter speed, hooray! So, yeah, with these two Sonics. But, yeah, this is less accurate because of it. Also, the crackling on these ones, and I've seen from other people's ones, seems a lot finer. I don't know why, to be honest, that these ones all seem a lot finer. And it makes me think maybe it isn't just a crackled paint, maybe it is just applied to it somehow. Because all of the stainless steel ones and that seem to be of this finer crackling, which doesn't match the crackling on the actual prop as well. It does match it though for the specials, and also when it was used in the 11th hour, because that had much, much finer crackling on it. Whereas this one does, in terms of the crackling itself, does match it more on screen in terms of how the crackling is. However, I will say, and I am tempted to get another one of these, simply to try and strip this down and have it repainted to better match its on-screen counterpart, to be honest, because that is a temptation. I wouldn't be surprised though if they do another, and I hope they do another one of these, but do it in the grey crackle, to be honest, because if it was the case, I would definitely buy it. I'm surprised they haven't done it already, to be quite frank. This is probably my favourite prop replica that they've ever done. And I wouldn't be surprised now, in fact, they'd be stupid not to, if they didn't do the 10th Doctor sonic screwdrivers. Because essentially, you know, this section, and all of this section, and all this, can just be exactly reused on there, because that's how it was on the actual prop. And what you would need to do is just, you know, do a new section, handle section here for either a wide slider. I don't think they'll do a tri-slider, and the reason I don't think they'll do the tri-slider is because that was a literal screw that was pressed down against it, so I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll go the Series 4 variant. But yeah, the question is, which one do you buy out of the two of these? As I said, this one, it's a lot heavier, it's literally, it feels twice the weight as this one, and that it does feel a lot more expensive and substantial than this one. Not that this one feels bad, actually. This one feels extremely well and solidly made, and that. And to be honest, this is the more accurate one. And to be honest, if you're only going to get one of them, I'd say this would be the one to get. This one is significantly cheaper than that one. So yeah, and also just to show, the end cap does pop off like that, and there you can remove the batteries, which I'm not going to do, because it is worth noting the batteries here are 3 button cells, and basically do be wary if you do take the batteries out, because the spring, as soon as you take that cap off, the spring will push the battery up, and one of them nearly went flying when I attempted to do that initially when I got this. So yeah, if you are going to do that, you know, just be wary of that, which is why I'm not doing this on camera. So yeah, let's talk about price of this sonic screwdriver and that. How much are these? Well, to be honest, it kind of depends. When these first showed up on eBay, and that, I think was this one that first showed up on eBay, it was like £175. I did not pay that for these. I did not pay that for these, and neither should you. Now, you can buy them directly from China on various websites. I would not recommend you do that, and the reason I recommend you don't do that is because if you buy them off these Chinese websites, basically, if they go missing in the post, or they arrive broken, or whatever, tough shit. You don't get any customer service and that, and a lot of these websites, some of these websites do specify, you know, basically order essentially at your own risk. Whereas if you buy them on eBay, you may pay slightly more, and I do mean very slightly, but it means basically, you know, you've got a guarantee that, you know, you're going to get your money back if they don't arrive or if something happens to them. Because again, my original, my 11th Dr. Sonic screwdriver that I ordered from them, the original one I ordered, never arrived. If I ordered it through one of those other websites where it would have been ever so slightly cheaper, I would have just lost all my money on that. So yeah, I highly recommend going through an eBay seller, because at least then, you know, it's all secure and you're not going to lose your money on that. So there we go. In terms of price, I paid £232 for both of these. So yeah, basically it was £232 total for the two of them, buying them together. So yeah, that is something I also say, like, if you are debating on buying them, you know, message the seller. To be honest, try messaging the seller and they may give you a discount, they may not give you a discount. But the seller that I bought from did give me a discount and that for buying both of these together. And that they still did arrive separately from each other, and apparently the reason for that is because they do have batteries included, so they do have to go through customs. And yeah, because of that, they have had the boxes, unfortunately. There, this one has had a little bit of a beating, and this one here actually has a little bit where a knife has been gone against it, because again, customs don't give a shit. But yeah, regardless, out of the two of these and that, I do love both of these and that, and yeah, I think I do generally prefer this one just because it is more accurate and that to, you know, what we saw on screen, despite the handle being the wrong colour. Though, I'm not going to lie, this one is nice and that I do prefer. I do like the weight and that of this one, though. This one's a lot easier to carry around as well, and again, the one I recommend to most people, particularly also if you're a cosplayer as well. This thing, very easy, and also very well built, feels very well secure. You can have it obviously at multiple sections, because the sonic screwdriver will work no matter where it is, fully extended or fully retracted. So yeah, but overall, that's it for this review, and hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that they continue to make more of these sonic screwdrivers, and that whether they do the future sonic screwdriver next, River Songs one, or they do a 10th Doctor one, regardless of what it is, I will probably almost certainly pick it up. But yeah, but that's it for this review, and who knows when the next one will be. Bye bye.